we start our lesson, I would like to divide you into 2 teams so that we can play a game. Yeah! So the first row of table will be team number 1, and the second row of table will be team number 2. Okay, so first team number 1, can you send me someone top hand? One person, please. Okay, come here, please. Don't be shy. I will show her some word on a paper, and she will have to do the action. And the rest of your team will have to guess what it is, what the word is. Yeah. So the topic of team number 1 is about grandfather. Grandfather. Old. Strict. Muscular. Strict. Weak. Talkative. Silence. Peace. Tranquil. Passive. Sorry. I think the third one will be easier. You can bring to the third one. Can I talk? No worry. Okay, time's up. Thank you a lot. So the third word is quiet. You can just like quiet. You say silence, right? So okay, the second team, can you send me someone? So the second team topic will be about teenagers. Forward. Strong. Talkative.
Chatty.
Noisy.
Hair. Red. Hairstyle. Comb hair. Beautiful. Side.
That's a good
Long
sign.
hair, dye hair. Short, tone.
Good guess.
Strong, muscular. Energetic.
Oh, energetic. Good one. And the last one?
You. Okay. Naive.
Let's get you a plate.
Crazy. Beautiful.
Okay, time's up. That one is young. So is it hard or is it easy for you? Easy. So as you can see, teenager we have young, strong, noisy, energetic, and about grandfather we have old, weak, quiet, and boring. So as you can see that there a difference between the old generation and the younger one. That will cause a lot of problem inside the family. Have you ever had conflicts with your parents? Yeah, all the time. So that we call today's topic is the generation gap. So before we start, let me ask you some questions. What generation gap problems that you have with your parents? What kind of problem that you have every day with your parents?
Yeah, I have problem with fashion. We usually argue about the style and the way I'm wearing things.
Oh yeah, the way that she wears things, like your mom doesn't allow you to wear like short skirt. Yeah. What else? Yeah.
My mother usually forces me to do homework every day.
Oh, maybe that's not a very bad thing, I guess. I don't know. Okay, how about you?
Like sometime I want to surf Facebook, but my mom keeps saying that I'm very lazy and she want me to do the chores.
Oh yeah. Like sometimes Facebook can be a very good source of information. Like you read the news on Facebook instead of like old style newspaper, but parents don't get that at all and they want you to do something else. Okay, so before we move to the textbook, there will be a model conflicts between parents and children. But before we read, I want you guys to take a look at these problems, and you can guess how many of them will appear inside the context that we will read today. Parents and children have different tastes in music. So what kind of music parents usually listen to?
Bolero.
Cải
lương nha.
Ballad.
Ballad, okay. Classical music, red music. Red music, is it in English? I don't know. Parents' strong opinions about everything related to their children. Everything, like, you shouldn't have that kind of hairstyle because, like, it's not smart. You have to put everything up to show your forehead, to show the people your brightness, and yeah. Children objection to the way their parents treat them like small kids. I'm an adult father. I want to have a boyfriend. I want to marry him or something. Parents' objection to their children's clothes. Yeah, that's just like what you said. Like, have you ever go out and like have very nice dress that cover like everything? Like people cannot see anything in your skin, but your mom's still like, that dress is so short. You have to wear something like longer than you need, or touch your toe or something like that. Parents' expectation of their children's better use of free time, like this lady said, not searching great books, doing chores and stuff like that every day. Parents' strong views about their children's education and future jobs. How many of you here think that you can get a job that you actually want to do in the future? Oh, one. Lucky you. So how many of you would do whatever your parents told you to do? Oh my God. Okay. That's a big problem. Parents and children having different beliefs. What kind of beliefs are that? Maybe you think that playing video games will help you interact with other people, or help you, become smarter. But your parents only can see is a waste of time. That's different beliefs and lead to a lot of conflicts inside the family. So, which of them do you think that will appear in our textbook today? All of them. All of them. Very good guess. Very specific. Okay.
Okay, so to help you with your reading, let's go through some new vocabulary, okay? So, now class, look at the picture. These two guys look very angry, right? So what do you think they are doing? Yeah, probably they are arguing, right? Or I can say that there is a conflict between them. Okay, so conflict means a situation in which people are involved in a serious disagreement or argument. For example, we have conflicts over social status can occur between individuals or between nations. So the structure is conflicts over something and between somebody or something. So from the noun conflict, we'll have the verb conflict and two adjectives, conflicting and conflicting. Now class, repeat after me. Conflict.
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 Conflicting.
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 Conflicted.
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 Okay, very good. Now, the next word. Right. In America, when greeting or meeting someone, people usually
Shake hands.
yeah, shake hands. Then you are usually told not to litter, but to put the garbage into the garbage bin. Very good. And if someone does you a favor, what do you usually do first? Yeah, you thank them. So those are examples of norms. So norms are standards of behavior that are typical or accepted within a particular group or society. For example, norms are created to provide order in society. There are some adjectives that usually go with norms. For example, we have social norms and cultural norms. In Vietnamese, we call them
Chuẩn mực.
chuẩn mực, xã hội và chuẩn mực văn hóa. Very good. Okay, so we have the adjective normal. Now class. Norms.
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 Normal.
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 Yeah, excellent. Now, class. I want to buy a new house, but I don't have enough money. So I can say that I cannot afford a new house. Right. So afford is to have enough money or time to be able to buy or to do something. There are some examples for you. Can we afford a new car? So afford something. We can't afford to go abroad this summer. So afford to do something. And he couldn't afford the money to go on a trip. So afford something to do something. We have the adjective affordable. And the opposite of affordable is unaffordable. Also, we have the noun affordability. Now, repeat after me, class. Afford.
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 Affordable.
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 Unaffordable.
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 Affordability.
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 All right. Now, look at the picture. What do you think the guy is doing?
Climbing.
Yeah, he's climbing while carrying something very
Heavy.
yeah, heavy. So we can call what the guy is carrying a burden. However, burden can also mean something difficult or unpleasant that you have to deal with or worry about. For example, my elderly mother worries that she's a burden to me. So pay attention to the preposition be a burden to somebody or something. And then buying a house often puts a large financial burden on young couples. So put burden on someone or something. And also the financial burden, pay attention to this phrase since you will see it again in the reading text. If your burden is related to money, then it is called financial burden. Okay, so I have the adjective burdensome. Now class, burden.
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 Burdensome.
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 Right. Wow, what it is, class?
Aliens.
Aliens. So, do you believe in aliens? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, some say yes, some say no. So, if you don't believe in aliens, but I think that aliens exist, and I make you think that aliens exist too. So what I'm doing is that I'm trying to impose my beliefs on you. Okay, so impose means to make somebody accept the same opinions, wishes, or ideas as your own. To impose something on or upon somebody. Right? For example, don't impose your beliefs on other people's. Okay? Have the noun imposition. Right, class, impose.
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 Imposition.
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 Right? Now, you want to focus on a lesson, but your friends keeps talking. So, is it hard or easy for you to focus on the lesson?
Hard.
Yeah, it's very hard for you to focus on a lesson. So we can say that your friend distracts you from a lesson. So distract means to make someone stop giving their attention to something. Okay, if their TV is distracting you from your homework, turn it off. So we have two adjectives, distracting and distracted. And also the noun distraction. Now, repeat after me, class. Distract.
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 Distracting.
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 Distracted.
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 Distraction.
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 Very good. Okay, so before moving on to the reading text, let's have a look at the words which we have just learned once again, okay? Now, class, repeat after me. Conflict.
Conflict.
Norms.
Norms.
Afford.
Afford.
Burden.
Burden.
Impose.
Impose.
Distract.
Distract.
Okay, so now please read the first three words.
Conflict, norms, afford.
Wing, please.
Burden, impose, distract.
Foon, please. The first three words.
Conflict, norms, afford.
Okay. And also, now the rest.
Burden, impose, distract.
Oh, thank you. Excellent. So, now, you will have 3 minutes to read the text on page 10 and find out what the text is mainly about. Okay, so here are some options for you to choose from, but remember, there's only one correct answer, okay? And also, while you read the text, check if your predictions in task 1 were correct. All right, your 3 minutes starts now.
Okay, class, so now let's check the answer. So, what is the general idea of the text? I want to hear some of your opinion first. You please, what do you choose?
I choose B.
Okay, what about you now?
I choose B.
Okay, so now let's check the answer. Wow, B is correct! Yay! Okay, so why is B? Now take a look at the A first. Changes in generation gap over time. Actually, in the text, it didn't compare about the generation gap in the past and in the present. So we can say that there is no changes over time here, right? So now what about C? How generation gap can be reduced? So can anyone tell me what is this sentence about? Nguyên, Ngọc.
It's about the solution.
Yeah, that's good. It talks about the solution of the generation gap, right? But can you find any solution in the text? Yes, you can find in the text in the final paragraph. But is it the main idea?
No. So we don't choose C, right? What about D? Who is to blame for the conflicts between parents and their teenage children? Can you see any like the person who is responsible for the arguments? No, right? So the only answer is B. Some common sources of conflict. Well, or we can say that this text mentioned about the reason and the explanation why they argue about that problem. And you can see it in paragraph number 1, line 3 and 4. You can take note. This is the main idea. So please, someone stand up and read aloud the sentence for me. Lynn, please.
Here are some of the main reasons and explanations.
Can you see that, class? Yes. Thank you. So now, let's check the answer of task number 1, the prediction task. You say that all of the sentences are mentioned in the text, but actually we have only 5. Okay? So I will tell you where is the sentence in the text. The first one, parents' strong opinions about everything related to their children. Can you see that, class? Yes, it's in the final paragraph, okay? And the second one, children's objection to the way their parents treat them like small kids. Which paragraph is it, Nguyên?
It's in paragraph number 2.
Excellent. Can you see the small kids in paragraph number 2? Yeah, so it mentioned about C, right? And D, parents' objection to their children's clothes. So can you see any clothes in the text? Yes. Phương, please.
Paragraph number 3.
Okay, number 3. Can you see that, class? Okay. And E, parents' expectations of their children's better use of free time is in paragraph number?
Number 4.
Yeah, that's good, number 4. And F, parents' strong views about their children's education and future jobs. V, please, can you see it?
Yes, it's in the final paragraph.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so here are all the details are mentioned in the text, okay? Now, let's move on to the next task. Task number 3 on page 11. Match the highlighted words in the text with the definitions below. So, can you see the highlighted words in the text? Now, turn to the text again. Can you see that? All of them? Yeah, 5 highlighted words, right? And now I will give you 2 minutes to work individually and then tell me which definition talks about which one. Okay, you can start now. Have you finished, class? Yes. Okay. So now, I will invite each of you to stand up and point out the key word first, and then you will tell the answer. Okay? For example, I will do the first sentence for you. Have enough money to buy something. So here, the keyword is money. So money or buy or enough, okay? It's up to you. But the correct answer must be
Afford.
yeah, afford. That's correct one. So now let's move on to the second sentence. Ngọc, can you do this for me?
The keywords are make and accept the same opinions. And I think the word is impose.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you. So what about number 3? Lynn, please.
I think the keywords are name, product, company, produce, and the word is brand name.
Yeah, excellent. So here, brand name. So can you tell me some brand name that you know? Yeah, Chanel. What? Gucci. Yeah, Gucci. KFC. Yeah, that's the famous brand name, right? So here are the example of brand name. The number 4. The keyword, please.
The keywords are standards, behavior, accepted, group, society.
Yeah, that's good. So the answer?
The answer is norms.
Okay. So the answer is norms. And the final one, the keyword must be disagreement, argument, right? And your answer is conflict. Okay. So do you have all the correct answers? Yeah. It's very easy, right? So now, let's move on to the next task for further comprehension reading.
Okay, class, you have just read through the passage for the main idea.
So what I want you to do now is to read the passage carefully again and do task number 4. But first, let me show you the strategies to do this task. Step number 1, you will underline the keywords in each question. Now class, take out your pencils. We'll go through 5 questions together. Question number 1, what are the keywords, class? Most parents treat teenage children, small kids. How about question number 2, Nguyên?
I think the keywords are children, want to be, do, grow up.
Okay. The keywords for question number 2 are children, want to be, do, and grow up. And how about question number 3, class? Parents, concerned, close. Yeah, exactly. And for question number 4, the keywords are Nguyên.
Parents, children, and spend their free time.
Okay. And the last question, the keywords are all parents, children, choose, university, career. Okay. That is the first step. The next step, step number 2, you will read the text again. Try to locate the paragraph contain the keywords. You know, the answer will lie in that paragraph too. Is that clear for you? Yes. So, I would like you to work in groups of 3 in 3 minutes to answer all of the questions here. And after that, we'll play a game. Okay, time's up, class. Let me show you how to play the game. I have 6 numbers here. Each question will have a random question taken from task 4. And we also have a bomb too. A bomb, you know, a bomb, boom, bomb too. So, if you choose a question and answer the question correctly, you get 10 points for your team. And if you choose a bomb, you will lose 10 points. Is that clear for you? Yes. Yeah, so each member of the group will take turn to choose. The first table, you will be group 1, and the rest, you will be group 2. Okay, group 1, you go first. Which number do you choose?
Number 5.
Number 5. Yeah, question number 3. Okay, Phương.
The answer for question number 3 is parents may think that these clothes break rules and norms of society or distract them from schoolwork.
So, where do you find the information?
I can find the information in paragraph number 3 and line number 2, 3, and 4.
Okay, now let's see the answer. Well, as you can see, we have the keywords are parents, concern, close, which can be found in paragraph 3. You see? And the answer lies in line number 2 as well. So, team 1, you get 10 points. So, team 2, which number do you choose?
I choose number 3.
Number 3. What is the question for number 3?
Yeah!
Oh! Sorry. Unluckily, you lose 10 points. it's your turn again, team 1. Which number do you choose?
Number 4.
4. Number 4. Yeah. So, why do most parents still treat their teenage children like small kids? Where is the answer?
Teacher. Because parents strongly believe that they know what is best for their children.
So where can you find the information?
I found this in paragraph 2, line number 4 and 5.
Okay, class. So you see the answer. They say because parents strongly believe they know what is best for their children. Pay attention to that kind of question. They ask you why, so you must begin your answer by because. And as I mentioned earlier, the answer, they do not usually contain the keywords. You can see we cannot find the keywords, small kids in the answer. But the keywords, they appears in the paragraph as well. So is that clear for you? Yes. So team 2 again. Which number do you choose? Number 1. What do children want to be as they grow up? Hurry up, then I will count.
They want to be more independent, create their own opinions, and make their own decisions.
So where can you find the information?
I can find the information in paragraph 2, line 4 from the bottom.
Yes. So class, do you agree with her? Yes. Exactly. They want to be more independent. They want to create their own opinions and make their own decisions as well. So you can find this question in paragraph 2, line number 6. And you get 10 points for your team too. Congratulations. I mean 10 points and you have minus 10 and then you have 0 now. Team number 1, the last question for your turn. Which number do you choose?
Number 2.
Number 2. Number 2. Yay! We have only one bomb. How do parents want their children to spend their free time? You please?
Parents want their children to spend their free time in a more useful way rather than playing computer games or chatting online. Yeah.
So where can you find the evidence?
I can see the free time on paragraph number 4 and the line 2, 3, and 4, 5. Yeah.
Exactly. You can see the answer. The answer, it contains the keyword as well. Time here. Parents, children. So the answer you can find in paragraph number 4 and line number 2. So the last question for team 2. Question number 6. The question is, do all parents let their children choose a university and career? Yes or no? No, they don't. And why?
Because some parents may try to impose their choices of university or career on their children, regardless of their children's preferences. I can find it in the last paragraph and line 2.
Okay, class. Your friend give the correct answer. Remember, you say first, you say no, they don't, and then give the explanation. You know that when you answer questions, you should pay attention to the word all. All, it means everybody. And now we have some. Some parents, they try to impose their choices on their children. So not all parents let the children choose a university or career. So that's the end of our team, of our game. I mean, so team 1, how many scores do you get?
30.
Yes. And how about team 2?
40.
No, 10. You got a 10. But great work anyway. Congratulations.
I have a discussion here. Now, imagine that you want to join a swimming club at your school on the weekend. However, your parents, they do not want you to do so. They only want you to focus on studying. So, work within your groups and discuss. Think of 2 reasons to persuade your parents why you should go swimming. You have 2 minutes.
Social life, friends.
Okay, class, time's up. Who volunteers? Team 2, do you want to go to volunteer? Yes, you will have bonuses. Okay.
So I will tell my parents that if I go swimming, it will be better for my health. And then after a long time studying at school, I will go swimming to relax. And it will improve my result at school as well.
You give a very persuasive reason. How about team 1? Is there any more reasons? Okay, Quyên, please.
We share the same idea with team 2 about the physical exercise, but we have another idea about the social life. I mean that children can make more friends and when they join a club, but they will have a small community. Yeah.
You give a very great idea too. So that's the end of our lesson today. But before we conclude our lesson, I want to ask you one more question. What vocabulary items did we learn today? Do you remember some words? Afford, impose, conflicts, norms, burden, brainy, yes, distract. So, at home, I want you to learn all the vocabulary by heart and read the text again and prepare for the next lesson, which is listening. Okay, thank you for your participation. See you next time.
Bye.